This is what a large-scale data center looks like. This is the Switch large-scale data center in West Atlanta. If you're at all familiar with Atlanta, this is about 2 miles from Six Flags, just outside of 285, near I-20. This is a co-location data center, and what that means is multiple companies use this for their data processing. Of course, right in front of us is a flock surveillance camera staring right at me. What good would a data center be without mass surveillance, without the fences? Artificial intelligence, data centers, mass surveillance go hand in hand. One does not exist without the other. So of course they are here together, all the way up that hill, and that's a good half mile. There's millions of square feet of data centers on this slope, and you can see how they have been carved onto plateaus with all of this riprap, rock, utterly unhospitable, surveillance cameras everywhere. This is a relatively new and chillingly ominous data center facility. What don't you see? What don't you see, all you economic development people, all you tax-based people, all you progress people? I'm here on a Saturday, but data centers operate 24/7, and you can hear my voice echoing off the data center because there are no people here. There are no jobs here. Hey, look, I found one car for a facility that operates 24/7, 365. No jobs, no economic development. This is a nightmare of industrial scale proportions. Look at this place. Horrendous. You want anything like this in Nassau County? You want anything like this at the Crawford Diamond? You want anything like this next to your farm, next to your house? This is horrendous, and you can't fully appreciate the scale, so I'm going to continue walking around it. Again, way up there. And this hyperscale data center, hello flock safety, big tech, mass surveillance. Those cameras don't operate without these buildings. These buildings don't operate without those cameras. Hand in hand, big tech, mass surveillance, data centers. Nassau County, you've got a choice. Is this the sort of economic development, so-called economic development you want? Here are the cooling fans. And these cooling fans actually aren't putting off all that much noise. This data center is supposedly run by clean energy, so it doesn't have all of the noise, all of the air pollution, all of the damaging human health effects of a regular fossil fuel powered data center. Who is this slowed down to look at me or to look at this thing also? This barren, moon-like hellscape is what you want, Nassau County? I don't think so. More surveillance cameras, fences, walls. I am running for State House in District 15, which includes all of Nassau County. I have helped the citizens of Nassau County enact a data center moratorium for the county. In the state legislature, I will do everything in my power to work with anyone I can to extend regulations, ordinances, limits, moratoriums, bans on data centers statewide. On and on and on they go. Here's another little treat. See that one there on the left? Boop. That's a Google data center. Another one. More barbed wire. More fences. More surveillance cameras. More power. More water. This is progress. This is economic development. This is a nightmare. This is the last thing we need in Nassau County, in West Nassau County, the rural part of the county. Of course, this was all once trees until big tech got a hold of it, until county commissioners got a hold of it, until state legislatures got a hold of it. I lived in Atlanta in 2003 and 4, and then 2007 through 12. And let me tell you this, right now, driving around town, what is the date today? July 24th, something like that? 25th, 26th? It's a Saturday. Atlanta's horrendous. Not just the traffic, the sprawl, the overdevelopment. That's the Google data center, one of many. Charming building, isn't it? Look at the gorgeous architecture, all the decorative flair, the panache. You want to live right next to that thing? You want to live next to these walls? Those walls are 20 feet high with a fence on top and surveillance cameras on top of that. Great neighbors. Community development. Atlanta is what happens when growth is the only consideration of policymakers. When no one ever says no to development. Then you get Atlanta, and you get this, a Death Star plopped not far from housing. Within a mile of here, there is housing. Too bad for them. Good luck selling your house, getting the hell out of here. Google, all kinds of corporations. I'm still walking, by the way. Haven't come close to getting around this data prison. The only thing that you can compare it, if a Amazon warehouse on steroids married the largest state pen you ever saw, that's what a data center baby would be. The Switch Atlanta data center campus. I think right over there, now that, well, 285, the beltway around Atlanta, would be close to there. Here's their charming outpost, very reminiscent of an Imperial bunker on Endor for the Star Wars fans. This is a hyperscale data center. This is the future of Florida. If you ask the dictator, if you ask gubernatorial frontrunner Byron Donalds, if you ask the incumbent in District 15, my opponent, Dean Data Center Black, does this look like Nassau County's future to you? Google. Switch. Hell, if you're going to build one, you might as well build more. There is no such thing as one. It's like a fast food restaurant or a car dealership. What the hell? Might as well have 5. If you're going to destroy your community, go all the way, brother. Surveillance. No jobs, no cars, no people. No jobs, no cars, no people, no activity. It's probably someone behind that mirrored glass looking at me. There's one job. Okay, great. One job worth bringing this nightmare into Nassau County. You have a decision to make this fall. Vote for governor. Vote for U.S. Senate. Vote for House. And vote Chad Charland, non-party affiliated candidate, fighter of data centers, protector of rural Florida, wild Florida, natural Florida. I am running against an incumbent Dean Data Center Black who believes, like Byron Donalds, data centers are the future of Florida. Is it? You'll tell me with your vote.